Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
All right, welcome everyone. Welcome back to the coach's desk. Trusting that everybody is doing well and everybody is doing all right. So, my people, how are you all doing? Welcome to folks over there on Facebook. Yeah, man, really appreciate you being here. And we are here just to have a little discussion and recap on Prefontaine, right? Classics. Also, want to touch a little bit on the meet in Ostrava. Yeah, man. And just tell you what will be happening going forward. So, big up to the persons who are here. Thanks very much for tuning in. Of course, you know that we appreciate you. And remember, if you are new around here, please hit that subscribe button and help us reach 20,000K. Yeah, man, we're on our road to 20,000K people. And we crave your indulgence. All right. So, big up to the early birds who are here. Yeah, man, big up yourself. You know yourself. All right. So, I see Samantha Allen. Samantha Allen, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, Samantha Allen. We have Alex. Big up yourself, Alex. Ferdinand, our brother from South Africa. Big up yourself. Winston Willocks in the building. Yeah, man, we are here. We are here, Winston. Yeah, man, Coach's Desk is the same name on Facebook. So you can share the stream. And of course, one of the golden rule is to like the stream. Like the stream. Yeah, man, we encourage you to like the stream. It is a free way to show your support. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's one of those easy and free way to show your support to the movement. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, welcome everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We see Toki in the building. Elvis Morwa is in the building. All right, Antigua, big up the whole Antigua crew in the building. Eastern Caribbean, the whole Caribbean massive. North America, South America, Africa. Pagan in the building, the erudite Pagan in the building. Big up yourself, Pagan. All right, so yeah, man, we just want to have a little discussion. Leon Price in the building. Yeah, man, Jamaica for there. We don't know it's a Jamaica there, man. Yeah, man. We said Jamaica there. Yeah, man. All right, so let me give you a little I'm not sure if any of the Jamaican athletes will be competing before trials. Could be, but Friday there's also gonna be the fourth Irina, that's Sevinska Memorial. That's in Bydgoszcz, Poland. And that's a part of the Continental Gold Tour. So that other meet will be happening Friday. Sunday, there's also gonna be a Diamond League. That Diamond League will be in Rabat. Yeah, man, that Diamond League will be in Rabat on Sunday. So we look out for that one. And also have another Continental Tour in Poland on Sunday. So this weekend filled with track and field. Also, the Jamaica juniors and seniors will be competing at the Jubilee Fest 2.3. So if you want to see some of your athletes compete, you can tune in to the Jubilee Fest, right? All right, so I'm getting a message from Facebook. Come on, big up yourself. In terms of the predictions for the races last weekend, somebody's reminding me that I got most of my predictions correct. All right, so now big up myself. All right, so there you have it. There you have it. Much respect, David Brooks on that one. All right, so you know where the meets will be taking place. And of course, when the meets are going to happen, we will definitely give you previews of the events that will take place. So look out for those preview. All right. See, like my light one phase out a while ago there. Barrymore, big up yourself. Yeah, man, big up yourself. All right, so let's talk about Candice McLeod. She went up against Terinska, Cofield, Ercetic, Von Jova, Kelba Claver, and Kazmarek. Most of these athletes are Polish athletes. And she put in a very good performance today, people. She ran a season best. I mean, for me, I think she tied up a little bit at the end of the race. Hence, she wasn't able to get that win. But congratulations to Candice McLeod on that win, to that personal best rather. Natalia Kazmarek from Poland, she also ran a personal best, 50.16. And that was enough to get the better of our Jamaican Candice McLeod, 50.38. A matter of fact, this race was very competitive. Very competitive. Every single athlete got a personal best except Cofield. All right, that's a Dominica athlete there. All of them got personal best. So this was a very decent run. Candice does look a little bit off at the latter end of the race. So she needs to just work on that, and then she will be in good stead. All right, Tough Rudy said, I think Elaine going up against Talu on the 5th. Also Hyde going up against the world record holder. Yeah, man. Leon is saying that Jahil Hyde look off in the Diamond League. Yeah, a little bit. Don't know if it was the conditions. Big up yourself, brain drain. 10-3 is hard to beat. All right. We'll be talking about that one later on in the stream, as well as we talk about that. So the other Jamaican competing at the Ostrava meet, that's the Continental Tour Gold meet, was Megan Tapper, the Olympic bronze medalist from last year. She went up against a pretty decent field in Olympic champion Jasmine Camacho Quinn, reigning world champion Nia Ali, Charlton from Bahamas, Kozak, Hungary, Bolgiro from Italy, and Giranova from Czech Republic. And she also went up against the Polish athlete Pia. I will not try and to pronounce that last name. I will just say Pia. All right. So Megan didn't get a good start. She seemed to have struggled in that race, in my estimation. Struggled very bad. Yeah. Yeah, man. I think she struggled real bad in this race. But I mean, a lot of people are they are writing her off, but I don't want to jump to that conclusion. You know what I mean? So definitely we will continue to look out for Megan. The Olympic champion won in a time of 12.56. Easy pickings for her. The surprise was Pia from Poland with a personal best of 12.65, um, capturing second there from the reigning world champion Nia Ali, 12.69. Megan was in sixth position, 13.12. Kind of pedestrian, if you ask me. But I mean, season is still young. She still has time. But the fact of the matter is that she has to go up against some very good competitors at the Jamaica national trials, which is going to be tough. Let's see how she maneuvers the next few weeks of her training and get things right, you know, to ensure that she put up a better showing against these Jamaican hurdlers, which I believe are doing pretty decent. All right. Johan Blake. Many are writing off Johan Blake. I believe even the commentators, they are saying that Johan Blake is coming a lot of second, you know, and they believe that he could have taken this one, but for some reason, for some reason, I really believe that there's something wrong in the latter part of Johan's race. And I'm certain that his coaches would have seen that and they possibly would have started the work to get things done in that department. But it was a good run from him. He ran 10.05 season best in a negative 1.2. The winner was Reese Prescott. Prescott running 9.93. Right? So give it up for Reese Prescott. He came back after coming about seventh in Birmingham. He came back to take this one. And I did a video, and many persons were saying that it wasn't an upset, but this man came seventh in the last Diamond League. Johan Blake has been placing second in races, close seconds. So hence the reason I believe that it was an upset when Reese Prescott took this one from Johan. Even the commentators had the same idea coming from this. But nevertheless, good look for the Jamaicans. I think they are building up nicely for the national trials, which I believe is going to be epic. What say you people? It's going to be epic. Yeah, man, the Jamaica national trials going to be one that you can't afford to miss it. Wherever you are in the world, don't try to miss it. When you watch the I mean, trust me, man. Trust me. Big national trials coming up. And as some people say, people are going ball. People are going ball. All right. So let me take some comments before I get back to the review. Please remember to like the stream, people. Okay, I was right here. Toffee Rudy said he does hope he gets it together in the next 2 months. All right. Are you sure Elaine is running on the 5th? We'll be checking that out, Toffee. Or is it Joel? Steve Patrick is saying Femke Ball is about to dominate the 400-meter hurdles and flat. Hey, yes, I almost forgot that. Even though Femke is not a Jamaican. She's a Dutch athlete. Remember those challenges from Shippers, Daphne Shippers. So, the Dutch has some good athletes. But Femke Ball ran a very fast 300. World leading 300. 36.88. She was just shrieking away from the field. You know what I mean? So definitely Femke will be going up against the two Americans. They are hard to beat, I might say. So it's not gonna be easy pickings for Femke Ball, but I think she's preparing herself very, very nicely. Yeah. Elaine looked 10-6 shape even with her injuries. Yeah, because that we'll be getting into that. Joan Clark, big up yourself. That's my girl Femke Ball according to Leon. Rob Smith, big up yourself. Yes, Stevie did see her oh, yeah man. Tapa is going to have big competition to make the team based on performance so far. That is true, Toffee. That is so true. All right, Megan not having a good season, not at all. But Megan is normally a big competition performer, So let's see. Alex is amazing. Said that she was outclassed. One Kino, big up herself. Rob Smith, people, let's make sure we hit the like button. It only takes a second. All right, Rob Smith, thanks very much for that. Thanks very much for that, Rob Smith. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Rob Smith is one of our moderators. I'm going to show. All right, so Polish and Czech athlete coming out. Yeah, man. They normally do that early season still, Fresh God in the building. Big up yourself, Fresh God. Check, check, check. Idle Eagles, them are go natties. What that mean? We can't say the season is Alex amazing. I think you made a typo there. It's a fresh bat is here. Joel Thomas is 3 weeks considered a lot of time. Of course, Joel. 3 weeks a lot of time to get an athlete ready, man. What you saying, man? Worse if they have been training from the get go. What you saying? Holy paddy is that, man? We can't say the season is still young anymore. 4 weeks to go for trials. It's season still young, man, for some athletes. Remember, some athletes are loaded. Still Alex. Some athletes are going to the trials loaded, Don't get it twisted. Nobody now go shed for trials. They still go through the regular training session. I don't know if anybody will do it. It would be a surprise to me if they did. But most times they keep their training regime. Yeah. Some people are live for weights before them go running up. Yeah, chat someone. Not time to unload it. You can't unload so early. Leon Price said Blake no look good. Just the latter part of his race, in my estimation. Blake should be winning these races for sure, coach. Yeah, man. And I think he had it in but some way along the line that latter part of the race needs to be fixed. Johan struggles in the last 10 meters all season. Yes, Tuffy. That's what I'm talking about. That's the area. Steve Patrick said we have seen the best of Blake, but I still believe he can go sub 10 again. Upset when Blake can't break 10 seconds. Feel like more go Charles the Saturday. Yeah, we did it for on the Friday night one. 800-meter men in trial go produce a national record. I think so. All right, for persons who are checking when his trials, the national senior and junior trials will be on the same day, same days, June 23 to 26. 4 days of enthralling competitions. Yep. It's a one key you know, ball. Elaine is listed among with Natasha to be at Rabat, which is Sunday. Let's see. Johan Blake is one of my heroes, but I think his best days are over. Blake lacking endurance. I'm wondering if he's just focusing on the 100 meter would have limited his speed endurance. Could. Junior and senior trials are got hot, definitely. Tony Green, big up yourself and greetings to you. Natural Jamaican vegan. Hello, host and beautiful people in the chat. Big up yourself, vegan. Rob Smith says Shakari muscles got muscles, coach. Yeah, I think she on that Gatlin plan. What Gatlin plan? All right, so Rico too hot, remove brain drain. Johan Blake is in sub 10 shape. This is from his coach. Yeah, man, I think so. But certainly he still has to work on the latter part of his race. Only sub Blake going is sub Blake from Subway. No, he might run sub 10, man. What chance, brain? Wouldn't it be something if the Caribbean can 1-2 in the javelin, Grenada and Trinidad? Yeah, they put up a decent performance. And I think the Trini athlete, I don't remember his name, he was once a winner at the World Championship. Or is it the Olympics? I know he was a winner though. Faith Love, Blake spent his whole life trying to beat Bolt and wasn't thinking about the long term. You really think so? Blake is not the same from that injury. Just not the same. You don't. Only sub 10 Blake I run is 9.99. I still sub 10 that though. The Olympics, yeah. All right, so having gone through the comments, Johan run 10.05, what is converted to 9.98 in 100, still running on loading legs, yeah. Plus it was a negative wind, Rico. So make the people them talk. All right, so the 100 meters, people. What are your thoughts? Trayvon Bromell, 9.93, running past Fred and Christian, 10.04 and 9.98. What are your thoughts? Noah Lyles, 10.05, equaling his season best. Christian Coleman is a season best. Tobago, 10.12. Arian Knight, 10.14. Kyrie King, 10.16. Kenneth Bednarek, 10.18. And DeGrasse, season best, 10.21. What are your thoughts on this one? What are your thoughts on this one? I think it was a pretty decent. It was a good field. Pretty decent one as well. You know? I think right now it was a redemption for Trayvon Bromell having false started in Birmingham. I think he wanted to get this one. A little bit of showboating in the last 10 meters of the race. After getting control of the race, he started to do a little showboating. I mean, coaches normally get about these things. You don't want to see your athletes doing that. You risk yourself of being hurt, and also when you could have gotten a very decent time, you're playing around. So we coaches, we don't like to see celebrations like those. Honestly, we don't. So I am certain that Trayvon's coach wasn't too pleased with that sort of celebration. All right. Checking back some of your comment. Everybody running on loaded legs. Yup. Hopefully Blake stays healthy for Charles because he can add some experience to the relay. He can still start, but he lost his top end a long time ago. And one thing I believe Rob Smith that has contributed to that, it is the lack of probably speed endurance work because he's concentrating on only the 100. I remember the Bolts last season, he did only the 100 and it was something similar to that. Mm-hmm. Rico again with a super chat. Big up yourself. I think 4 Jamaican men will go sub 10 at trials. All right. Brain drain on seating him. Many are now nervous about the return of that girl. Who nervous, brain drain? You are? So the winner now win in the negative wind and run sub 10. Yeah, we're talking about with Johan's performance. The winner, that time for the winner is very good. Negative win. But I'm talking about Johan too. You understand? I I like how these top sprinters running because no major standout with great time. So hope for Civil in top 3. That girl isn't that girling. I don't think Coleman will win at World Champion. I don't think so either. I think Kelly will win at World Championship. Who is Kelly? Curly. Okay. Fire hard. Who are the 4? I have 3 possible four, but Johan's form is weird in general and especially in finals nowadays. Conroy Jones could possibly chop his PB again due to the trials final being fast. All right, fire. That sounds good. I don't think these times matter for Bromell anymore, coach. He's already proven he can run fast. It's about medals and who he beat. All right. Oblique and Akeem Blake should definitely go sub 10 at trials, though. I agree with you. Jay Jordan, yo, why people say Curly gonna win every time he comes place? No disrespectful before the first place. Brain drain. Remember, Jay Jordan, everybody have their favorite athlete, So normally these people will talk about their favorite athlete. You understand? So they will want to put their favorite athlete on top. The only one nervous that the talented Shakari is back is you, Shakari and Janik. Johan looks like he can go again. Who is that girl? Elaine? Brain drain? All right, let's move on. So I think Trayvon is one of the favorites for the World Championship. So let's see if he continues with this form going forward. So the men's 400 meters, Michael Norman people with a world lead, Diamond League record, meet record. What say you about this stupendous performance from Michael Norman? Is he a one-off runner or is he one that this year, this season, he's going to put in the decent races in the rounds so that he can make the final and come and do exploits at the final? What say you? You think Mike Norman is like a sweet pepper right now with all these fast time? Yeah, man, Rico Hot. Yeah, man, Glenn Mills did say that. I have oblique running 9-7 at Charles. When Mr. Mills said that, yeah, man, him said, man, Joel Thomas. He did it an interview and him said, so the youngster can go that time. I mean, what say you people? This fast time by Michael Norman. Normally he runs these fast time in the season, when it comes on to the US trials where he has to run the rounds and the championships. He sort of, in my estimation, is a choker. Do you believe the same thing with me? Because I believe he's very talented and he's very fast. You know what I mean? But for me, he has not done anything at a major championship to ignite any hope in calling him. If you notice, when we were doing the watch along, I I didn't have him as my winner. I had Kirani James, but he put in a very, very decent performance there, man. He obliterated the field. Yeah. So you can always look out for Norman for these one-off races, but I want to see him perform through the rounds at the championship. And persons are saying that US athletes will be having home advantage. So it's gonna be very, very, very challenging for the challengers to come to US, especially in the quote unquote top events, and try and push them aside. They will not have it. But let us see. Let us see. Kirani James, somewhat a shadow of himself. But everybody knows that Kirani James is a very good competitor. For season best 44.02 after all that he has been through. This is very good. You know, Matthew Hudson Smith, he won in Birmingham, coming into this one, running a national record and a personal best 44.35. That's a big run from Matthew. He has something to say about this World Championship in terms of a medal. Vernon Norwood 44.66. Jerry Richards, it was a surprise for me to see him down there, but it's a personal best 44.79 from him. Big run there. Michael Cherry 45 04. Isaac McQualla, shadow of himself, a season best 45.35. And Bryce Deadman 45.35 as well. And Kamari Montgomery 46.04. That is pedestrian when you look at where 400 meters is at the moment. Fireheart is saying, I don't know, Michael Norman hasn't convinced me in major championships. He just doesn't turn up. He is coached by the USC coaches that had first got him to 43s in the first place. Maybe he'll be more confident. All right. He'll be at home. Yeah, he might. That's true, Steve Patrick. Worse with the home advantage. Home court advantage. NBA. I'm happy for Oblique, but we gotta see him repeat his fast times before we say he will win. No man, if him put together a very good race, Joel, certainly him can run faster. You understand? Big up yourself, Richard Stevens. CD, are you throwing word after Mr. Michael Norman? The man is a world-class talent and performer. No man, of course, me not throw a word. Me I talk it as it is. And that's a fact, Richard. He has not done anything at a major championship. He has some very top times. 43, 43s. And he has not replicated those great performances at a world championship or an Olympic. So, nah, throwing a word. Me just attack the fox, Richard. Fox. No beer, fox. Trying to find, but okay, I found it. Norman always folded at championship. Yeah, he has had bad championship. I feel he will medal if he stays healthy. I hope he's working on his psychology because I believe that's one of his weaknesses. Brain Jane, Shakari took the watch along. No easy in a brain. Michael just doesn't give me that deep hunger. His approach feels too calm. You need more aggression. You have to want it. Championship metal makes the difference. I just don't see it from him yet. Right now, Gardner are the favorite, you know. There's no home advantage in track. You show up and run fast. Well, some US folks are saying that you come to track town, you have to be good to take it from us. So let us see. Finally catch a lie. Big up yourself, Fabian. I see you are semi backtracking, Re Norman. Quite right too. I almost picked up the phone. Richard, you can pick up the phone and call, man. Norman has not shown any metal at championship. I am not backtracking anything. That is the truth and nothing but the truth. He has been running some very good times, very talented, very fast, if you ask me. But what has he done? The man has choked, going as favorite and can't go through. Yeah, talk to Richard, man. Yeah, somebody are rubbish to talk of home advantage in track and field. I think sports in general, home advantage does make a difference. Joel, it does. Have the home support, trust me. The time will tell from now, man. When it comes to the big guns, he gets cold. All right, Tony. 42 is excellent for late me. Yeah, man. Men's 400-meter was best run. Yeah, man. That was the I think Ferdinand. That was the race of the day at Prefontaine. The 400 meters, I believe. Rewrite the narrative. That fast time will push others to come with their best. All right. Steve Patrick's a Colombian athlete. Zambrano always poses an upset. All right. Norman and Bromell have the same fault like Powell. Don't show up for big race. Donald Griffith is saying USA officials are what? Jackson got second at pre. Donald, I will not go as far as saying that. Bromell has a bronze medal from 2015. But Donald, that doesn't say anything at this time. Whether she gets second or first. What does it say for her? They ran the same time. Ross will be a sleeper in the 400 meter. Keep an eye on him. Yeah, he's a good kid, Tuffy. Richard, which Richard is this? Richard Green. Coach, what happened to Hakeem Bloomfield? He's training. I heard that he's injured again. Not so certain. I'd have to contact my sources to find out if it is so. Norman and Warner can push each other for world record. Warner. So what about Gardner, Ferdinand, or is it Timmy talking? CD Kirani James a shadow of himself. You saw on the rope like Colin Pavel. Man, Kirani a cruise 44.02 like easy. Kirani is not back to where he was a top athlete, Richard. You seem to always want to get at me, Richard. Why? You like to challenge me? You like to challenge my track and field acumen, Richard? Get on over here. Get over here. I always say that fast time is a false comfort. Consistent winning is a better indication of intent for victory. Sounds good. I have oblique winning world champion. Nobody has shown me nothing that's more impressive, and I have complete faith in Glenn Mills. Oblique also has experience from the Olympics. Last year, he made the semis. It's the rounds that makes the difference. Thank you, Jav, Stefan. Rico Hot, big up yourself again on the super chat. Brianna running in Jamaica this weekend. Watch out, sub 11. There's home advantage. Sha'Carri only run fast in America. Courtney Montague, they always do fast times in the USA. Norman a choke artist. Brianna Williams will shut up her critics come trials. We are writing her off. Who are writing her off? Yep. Yes, there's a psychological advantage for the US. I am a Brianna critic. Nothing will change. Brianna Williams have enough obstacles. Home advantage does play a big part in sports, including tracks. It gives you confidence and makes you more relaxed. Yep, that's what I believe. Home advantage works for the longer distance, 400 and above, and the relays. Hope Bree runs sub 11 because if she doesn't come ready to PB at trial, she in serious trouble, sir. Because people saying burnout for the NCAA girls, but Kevin wanna replicate her NCAA times at trials last year. Brain, you will have egg on your face. Me don't talk. Is it America Jamaicans could have more fans at the World Championship than America? If it is a home advantage for them, then it is one for Jamaica because we will be there in full force. What you call full force, Joel? Or is it home court pressure? So I saw a poll, not a world class athlete. Talent got nothing to do with choking. Do you have championship medal? Yeah or nay? So therefore, what coach saying about Norman is valid. Tell Richard that again, Fireheart. Tell him again. Warner, what year is this? I think he meant Gardner. Bloomfield is not injured like what? Okay. I heard Shakari will run 10-7, but that won't be enough. So Brain Drain can relax. Brain Drain, relax. Brain Drain will criticize Brianna, but not that girl. Such girl have all that speed and nothing to show for it. Brianna has an U20 title at least, but Brianna possibly needs 10-8 to make the team. Coach, they are the same officials who gonna do the championship. Donald Griffiths, that's why you have team officials and team managers who will be there at those championships. And if there's anything that they are not pleased with, they will put it in writing to challenge. You understand? So don't worry about it, Donald. Different thing will happen. Fabian, big up yourself. Shakari run 10-7, but that won't be enough. All right, Brain Jane, you hear that? In the 100, Shakari knows the secret for nervousness at the block. Just got to be more discreet. Full force, as in we will be in the stands and numbers. Not gonna outdo the United States athletes, supporters. Sorry, I don't think so. Brain drain kick away. He's saying it looked like it took the goat Elaine to beat that girl. Brain Jackson come second, and it was evident. Him know to man. Not the secret from nervousness. I feel like Shelly should be the favorite as of now. I don't think Elaine is fully fit. Sorry, Brianna, not making the team this go around. Jamaica still 1, 2, 3 in Oregon. Just Shelly, Elaine, Shericka this time. American track and field body going to try some tricks in the women 105. Let Richards win. No, sir. That now got. No tricks can't work. World game this, you know. Shelly will leave her asleep in the blocks. All right. Fabian. Elaine is loaded right now, but having Shelly as a favorite right now is good too. What impact does criticism have on athletes such as Michael Norman and Brenna Williams? We saw how Shakari reacted. I'm warming up for you. Warming up. I don't know nothing about Michael Norman. I don't know his headspace. I know Brenna doesn't. Well, even if she listens to critics, it's not affecting her. So Shericka start need to be worked on. Coach Fana will have Jocko ready to PB come trials and worse. No tricks can't happen. No tricks can't happen. Man. You mad? That's why I tell her we carry managers and team officials so that if there is any chikini, it will be documented. Coach, I've been saying it all year. Brianna is not making the team. Okay, Rob Smith, we're hearing you. Brianna have a big chance. She definitely will have competition for third with Kemba, Kevona, and Natasha. Big up yourself, Jason Ferran, erudite in the building. Jackson need for dip. What kind of dip? Holy dip. Every day, y'all write off. Every year come trials. I can't wait for to shut you guys up, and me and coach will laugh at y'all when it happens. Brianna and need endurance work. Great start, but nothing else. Shericka is working on the start on a real thing. Paul and Steven not working on that. Her doing indoors was part of that plan. All right, let's move to the. I also don't think Brianna will make the team. All right, Malik Summers, brain drain again. Shericka is versatile, but 100 is for that girl. Brianna, have to go focus. Kemba and Kevona. I hear y'all. I hear y'all. All right, let's look at the 400-meter hurdles. Men, Dos Santos ran a very good race, too, you know, people. World lead, 47.23. Yeah, big run by Dos Santos, the Brazilian. Khalifa Rossa, United States athlete, a personal best 48.1. Quincy Hall, personal best 48.1. Carl Burst Bengstrom, personal best 48.52. Ramos Magi, 48.66 season best. CJ Allen, 48.76 season best. Jail Hyde, 50.38, not a good look. Kemar Moore, 50.81, not a good look. But I mean, it could be a situation where they didn't have a good race. Simple. So we're not writing them off in this one. Brain drain is just getting on people's nerve for it. He might big up a chalice one. Kelvin Latouche. Williams is a lot like the grass. They show up and find a way. Natalia White is also a competitor for that fourth spot at Trials. She opened her season with a 10.97. That's Brenner's PB. And Reina Rada is a good coach. So again, that fourth spot might take 10.8. Fire art, you know the thing. Richard is suspecting things now. He's detective. Norman has heard this choker talk once too often. He had a look that suggests he has had enough. Have I had enough of you? LOL. No, you're a good sparring partner. I mean, it would be good for him to win this year, but he has to prove it. Tricks can't help me. Remember Oti and Davis. Good night, everyone. I got a vision. Elaine Thompson, you're gonna win 100 in world record. All right, Peter Martin. Remember Ashanti too, yes? Malik, me don't talk. Shit, man. Keep this in Brianna. It was worst last year. I guess you're new. Hey, Rico. Brain drain, keep the place nice. Yeah, man. Who is Brianna training partner? I mean, nobody of note, basically, but she has training partners. Dos Santos will run third. Yep. Shakari gonna shake up the world. It's a shame Hyde is not the shape he was in last year. If he didn't fall, he might have medal last year. Shakari gonna sing Kingston. What you mean, Sean? Ricky Hill talking Sean or Rocky Hill talking Sean? Must be Sean talking. Dos Santos and Femke are dark horses for gold in the 400-meter hurdles. Right now, based on training shattering the 300-meter hurdles world best, I have her ahead of Dela Sydney. Rarely races, though, so can't tell. You can't count out Daly and Sydney. Not there. Brain drain on the board again. Olympic ban last place to now almost first. Almost 1092, 1079. Where's Alex? Vision. Elaine is hungry for world championship title. She gonna win both races. CD, you know you sound like you're soft shoe shuffling a certain Jamaican female sprinter tonight. Are you compromised? Call a speed a speed. Give your J trade tries 1, 2, 3 in the 100 meters, women. Me not get now. You can't force me to get now. And I've never compromised. All when them a beat Sha'Carri. Remember me always I say she talented, you know. I've never backed down from that. And she's a contender. She's a competitor. I've never. But I don't know who you're talking. Wanna leave Brianna alone. She's still young. Joan Clark in the building to support Brianna. Dos Santos also has beaten Ray. All right. I don't know that Viking though. The man just refused to lose, man. Ray broke the world record and War Room still mash him up. It's gonna be a uphill battle to beat him. But I've not seen War Room opening season yet. Please ban Rocky Hill with that comment. Tears will be flowing in Kingston. Rocky Hill, I mean Sean Kingston. I don't know. Way out prediction. Kobe goes sub 10 this year. Becomes a fourth member of our 4x1 medals at Worlds. Who do you have as your top three for women 100 at US trials? Not yet. I'm not doing any prediction yet. Don't mean this in a negative way, but based on all Sha'Carri exposed and listening to her, I think Sha'Carri would do better with her out of the picture. Sha'Carri definitely not going to share nutrients. Brenna need to run more 400. Brain drain, are you suffering a slight blip or malfunction? Kevona Davis will get out Brianna. Almost first, brain drain will make up things to fit the narrative that suits his fave best. Yeah, that's true, Fireheart. I pray your dream comes true, Peter Martin. They will pick the team for the Commonwealth Games too. No one criticizing Brianna. People have only been criticizing the coaching. I'll reserve my thoughts on that till I see what Brianna does at trials. Kebona won't run sub 11 the rest of the year. All right. So 400 hurdles are going to be competitive. All right. The women 100 meters. Since we are here, Elaine Thompson, brain drain, took it quite easy. Running to a season best 10:79. Sha'Carri 10:92 season best. Shericka Jackson 10:92 season best. Dina Asher Smith 10:98 season best. Toshina Terry 10:98. Marie Oje Tolu season best, or she's equaling her season best 11:07. Kambuji season best 11:11. That's what Shericka ran, or close to that she ran last week. That was run by Dina. Tiana Daniels 11:13 season best. And Brianna Williams 11:20. People fail to remember that Brianna, I think, got a horrible start. All right, she had a poor race, and that is because of her start. Robert Connolly, hey coach, why are you guys just bigging up Shakari? She loves the attention and she's getting it. What you mean by bigging her up, Robert Connolly? I don't know what people talk big up, Persons are even saying that we to stop talk about her and this and that. She's one of the competitors. She's one of the athletes out there that is doing, if even she's not doing it on track or she has not done it on track yet, she does make the thing nice. So I don't know what you mean by by bigging her up. If Sha'Carri run at an event, we talk about the event. The same way if Elaine runs at the event, we talk about the event. Most Jamaicans, most times we talk about Americans. We talk about Area 9. We talk about Andre DeGrasse. Those are not Jamaicans. So when we talk about them, we are bigging them up. I don't know. Tears flowing in Kingston. Why when we sweep in the women's 100 meter at the World Championship? Brain drain again. Elaine be the GOAT. That we can not deny. All right. Big up to Race Take. I hear Race Take talking about how Sha'Carri can beat these people. This field is not too far outside the ladies that ran at the Olympic Games. All right? So you take out a few names and you might put in a few. He's alluding to the fact that Sha'Carri probably be 50, Shericka is 80, and she's still beating Shericka. So that is telling him that Sha'Carri, because she starts her season late, she doesn't have indoors under her legs. She doesn't have a lot of races under her leg. She'll be fresh. Come Eugene World Championship. Hence, she will stand out as favorite. I mean, that's Ray's opinion. And as I said before, big up Ray's take, but I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. You have something that you call form going into a championship. You also have experience. I mean, the psychological part of it has to be taken into consideration. I mean, I'm not reading too much into that though. Not reading too much into that. Might I say, Sha'Carri is really a formidable opponent. I will say that much. She is a formidable opponent that you can't take lightly. Because if you do, she will rob you of that celebration and she will celebrate instead. Yeah? So, but I hear people still saying 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure. I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow. Hold off the 400-meter hurdle talk. To what extent do athletes owe fans explanations for performance? To what extent? That coming like a thesis here, right? You want to start right now, Richard, because we have got to do the survey, talk to the athletes who do well, talk to the athletes who do in between, talk to the athletes who do poor, and see what their mindset are, frame of mind in terms of how do they see the fans, if they believe that the fans should be apologized to, should be celebrated when they do well. I mean, I don't know. I can't answer that question, sir. Any athlete in the comment section and wish to answer Richard Stevens' comment. Kevona won't make the team. One Kino, I can see that. Elaine said the rest her name. Once you're a public figure, you always say that. You see me I say? I always say that. You know, I'm no control over that. The media is always there. Brianna is way better than Kevona based on what? What's your criteria? Kevona has run 10.95 and a windy 10.8. Brianna has run 10.97 and a windy 10.9. Kevona also has championship medal, just like Brianna. Will we see a matchup between Akeem Blake and Oblique this weekend? Not sure. Brianna is about a year away from a breakthrough to greatness. Sha'Carri brings a lot to the sport and she's talented. Give credit when it's due. She just not in the same stage as Shelly and Elaine. Absolutely not. Kevona run a sub-11 at high altitude and y'all went crazy. The only thing that you have to consider for Kevona is possible burnout due to the NCAA workload. Otto says in an interview that she was training all the way up to the day of the race. So it's a bad race, but she is running on a heavy training leg. Ray under Brianna is way better than Kevona. That analogy, I don't sit well with me, Rob Smith. Ray take is crazy sometimes. Trust me, coach. He will change his mind again after both trials. Trust me. He did it last year. Rays have a point, but that's for the USA sprinters and Jamaican coaches knows how to get them ready. Yeah. We talk about the JFF needing more transparency. Would athletes benefit from more openness? Or is the nature of current professional athletes to cloak and dagger mind games or a selfish affair? But Richard, you spoke about JFF, and then you spoke about athletes. This is two different things. If you're trying to hold the athletes accountable, you can't use JFF. You have to use the footballers. So I don't know where you're getting at, Richard, with JFF versus athlete. Nah, two different entities. JFF is an organization The athletes are individuals. They have private lives. They don't have to, they decide if they want to do that, yes or no. Some have their lives, interact with fans and so forth. You know? Brain drain. No woman on this earth beating Elaine. Shericka is not at 80%. He's being fooled. On 80%, Shericka is only running 10-9. They met the Francis brothers fool them every season. My word. 80% at this time. I think 80% should have. With all the rounds, Jamaica 1, 2, 3, me say. One Kino said, Brianna Williams been knocking on the door, but Kevona went dim for 3 years and is back like she never left. Plus, Kemba is doing really good. White, Morrison, Grant, Moore, fourth place is up for grabs. That said, once the starting is fixed, it is over. All right, Brendan. Pristine, big up yourself. Father Time is undefeated. Age matters. Ask LeBron, Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo. CD, I'm speaking. Good job that you answered. Coach, it's Freighter. That Coach Blake. Yes. Drop a link if you can manage. Manage what, Richard? Never scare Richard. Yeah, chat about manage. See, drop the Richard. Never scared. What the Richard? Screaming father time for someone not showing a decline. Someone who is actually improving right now. Shelly is just different to the end. And if you know what to look for, you know Shelly will PB again. Certainly she will. Certainly she will. And you see them 200 they share run. It's for a reason. So I don't know what Tiddlywinks are talking about. You want to come challenge the up and coming guru. On track side. Come on track side, Richard. Let me see what go on. Natoya Goule now in the 800 meter. Trust me. Natoya Goule. Keeley Hodgkinson. She is a world leader right now, 157.72. I mean, she's one of the athletes that I'm looking forward to that will challenge Athing And Athing has not been out since season. Doing much. Aji Wilson also, season best 158.07. Raven Rogers, 158.44, season best. Gould, 159.39, season best for her as well. Sage Herta, season best. Alima Nakeli, 159.94, season best. Ali Wilson, 201.5. Gemma Riki, 2 minutes 53, season best. Michaela Meyer, 2 minutes 1 second 31, season best. I mean, Natoya Goule, very good 800-meter runner. But for me, she's covering too much distance in the race. And I think one of the issue in her race as well is that she isn't able to finish. I don't know what needs to be done, but something needs to be done for her to pace herself properly so that I don't know if it is working in her mind. She split up the race in her mind, run 2 400, run a 6 and a 2, run a 4. I don't know how she want to run it. Run a 500 or a 300. I don't know how she want. I don't know the program she's on, but she's always fading at the latter part of her race. She'll lead up until 700 meters. But one thing I've also observed, and I don't know if anyone here is close to Natoya, I think she's running over distance, meaning she's running um closer to, if she's in lane 1, she's running close um to lane 2, the line, while she should be closer to the inner field. You know what I mean? So that's something that I've observed in her running. So I think she's covering a whole lot of distance. So she's running more than 800 meters. So I'm wondering if that is one of the reasons why when she reaches that last 100-meter, or she needs to put in some speed work or endurance work, speed endurance, so that in the latter 100 meters she'll be able to finish strong, as we normally tell athletes. Finish strong. Finish strong. Okay, fire art. Big up. Shakari saying Natoya needs to run and stay with Aji Wilson. Seems to always medal by outdoor championship. Somebody is saying that she needs to run a couple 1500 meters, according to Rob Smith. Coach, good night, sir. What do you think about Rihanna and Brianna Williams? She's not going anywhere. Sorry to say. Who is Rihanna?
Brianna. Stop get bright. You well know what going on. You're a very
Virgin man say
clever man,
Rihanna or Brianna. Oh, me never say or Brianna. Listen to me, Richard. Don't
you
whatever
acknowledge my
agenda
presence.
you have here tonight,
You acknowledge my presence.
But because you talk and no wait. Remember, I added you to the stream, so that is 1, acknowledgement. 2, I was going to acknowledge you publicly, verbally, but you jumped the gun, Richard.
Did I jump the gun or did you delay?
Because you seem to be heated. That's a false start.
Give me a yellow card, but don't send me off. I want to have a rerun. Don't send me off. Yellow card.
All right, big up yourself, Richard. Thanks for joining.
My pleasure. My pleasure, CD. Good to be here. Good night, viewers and subscribers. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. CD have plenty of good quality content when it comes to track and field. He usually gets it spot on. Tonight, he's a little ropey, and I'm going to draw him in, tighten not the noose, but I'm going to tighten the rope just to make sure it's taut enough to be able to carry the strain of the barrage of questions and
bring it
insights. Bring it.
Mm-hmm.
Brianna Williams. Good evening, Brianna. A lovely interview you conducted with CD some months ago. We salute you. We commend you. We don't see many athletes come onto platforms and share their insights into their life. It was a lovely interview. CD, in your opinion, has Brianna flourished as you thought she would, being part of the world record-breaking 4x100? Well, hold on a minute. I hesitate. Are they actually the 4x100 meters world record holders or the Olympic champions, which is big news?
You know, I'm going to hear the last part.
Yeah, you're going to get the first, middle, and last part. Brianna Williams, is she an Olympic relay champion, 4x1?
If she's an Olympic champion, relay champion, yes.
Yes, she is. Has she progressed as you thought she would? Where is she today? Further ahead of what you anticipated? Exactly where you anticipated she would be, or maybe slightly behind where you may have thought she would be?
Well, I had no thought of where she would be to begin with, But I think she's progressing. Unlike what the persons are saying, but I think she's progressing, but it's not going at the pace that some persons would want it. Because every year when if you can check, she has PB'd. So this year is not yet done. And I suspect that she has to PB at the trials if she wants to make the team. So I don't know. You see, sometimes the fans, Richard, they have their special athlete and they want to see the athletes do well, and that is very good. But there are some underlying factors that the fans don't know about. Different variables that the athletes go through on a daily basis. People are saying that Elaine should have gone to Birmingham and all of these things. Why she run the weekend? And I hear some other people, me not call them name because me not give them no limelight. I call up Elaine name. Sometimes, Richard, you don't want to see a day of training or a week. Because a day is not really, because you would have missed out some of the things that they do on a daily basis. Whether it is microcycle or the mesocycle. So you basically need a week to do that, to see what they really go through. You know what I mean? Normally, when young athletes go to any major championship, it really changed the way how they view things. Because they would have touched, especially winning a gold medal, you'd have touched a piece of the pie. And you'd have tasted it and you know what it is like. So it can only be better for you going forward. But there's also other issues that athletes have to deal with: injury, niggles, whole lot of things. So it's not as easy as people would think. And I know the pressure and the coach. But he has responded and he has said that don't worry, Brianna is good. She will be fine. Simply put.
And you accept that explanation, lock, stock, and barrel?
Wait, to freeze?
Yeah, I'm live and direct here. Can you
Oh,
hear
what
me?
you said? I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you see, I sense that your game is slightly off.
No, Richard, you're
You're pretty
low,
much
man. You're
on, but you're
low. But let
slightly.
me check what I got.
Mic check 1, 2, 3. Tell
Yeah,
me what.
hearing but you're low.
Oh,
Turn up your
I'm
volume,
low.
man.
Well, I wonder if it's
Them
my
big powered
microphone.
speaker in my ears, man. I should not have strain for here, man.
It could be my microphone. I've not heard anyone complain before. This headphone maybe is a little Is that any better?
I'll try. It's not any better from my hearing.
Oh, ask the viewers and subscribers if they can hear me. Can you hear my questions? Can they hear me?
People are hearing Richard clearly, right? Yeah, man, they say they're hearing it. And they say you're
Ayana,
high, but I don't know why I'm not hearing you high. You do something
Ayana, thank
so
you.
that I don't hear you high. Anyways, go
Batu,
ahead. I'll listen. I'll try and stretch.
man, I wonder if this is a tactical ploy. I don't know. Many people, Tony, yeah, man, yeah, you can hear me loud
No,
and
man,
clear.
I don't want Richard. Remember, I'm the one with the square, broad shoulders, and I don't back down from challenges. Anything
Usually you don't.
anything you bring, I'm ready. So bring it.
Is it possible that Brianna Williams is potentially cowed, not frightened, but maybe overawed by the stellar superstars, giants of the sport, ironically, fellow Jamaicans, plus a spattering of international talent. Shericka, big star. Elaine, big star. Shelly-Ann, big runner. Dina Asher-Smith, bringing the sub 11-second clockings. The list goes on and on. If Brianna doesn't... Oh, go ahead.
She has of course she has those big stars to compete against, and they are no fluke to unseat. So definitely it's gonna be a tough journey for her to unseat some of these seasoned athletes who have been there and done that. So if you say that she has those people to contend with, of course, will she unseat them? She can. Will she? I don't know.
Rewind and come again. I say rewind. I don't know if you want to come again. She can. Brain Jane was mentioning planets. On which planet, on which plane?
Hold on.
20-year-olds.
Hold on. I'm not saying that she can unseat every single one of them. You know? So when I say, of course, she can unseat, I'm not saying that every single one. Because you have to pass through the top end of a Elaine, the rocket start of a Elaine, of a Shelly. There is Sha'Carri. There is Dina Asher-Smith you mentioned. There is the top end of Shericka Jackson.
4.
There are some up and coming stars that are running fast as well. So I mean, come on. She probably is like Johan Blake. People complain sometimes that he was born the wrong time when Usain is dominating, and unfortunately he got an injury in a time when he could have taken over.
Indeed, we could also mention another great small G name in Asafa Powell. I don't want to.
Hold on, Richard. What? See, I get an early challenger then. People, Rico is saying you can't match me, you know. So he might throw him at in the ring right now. Richard, please talk rubbish. Can't wait to debate you. You know the thing going up. You know?
Coach Minzy. Best round here. Remember that.
Behave yourself, Richard. Go on again. Let me see where you're coming.
Do you recall Asafa, outstanding athlete, athletic, live, powerful, world record holder, enter the frame, Usain Bolt. Things change after that. He was accused of freezing on the big occasions. Brianna, I put it to you, could be. I'm not saying it's a definite. She's 20 years old. She's got plenty of room to improve. I put it to you that she will need to improve because with the plethora, Brain Jane, get that, plethora, a whole heap of runner, debout. Brianna may be looking to her left and right and thinking, well, if I can't get second, challenge for first, a strong third, what am I going to do? It's called pressure. It's called the pressure cooker, the kitchen. And it's a tough environment, especially in this generation of track and field athletes. So nothing's easy for Brianna, in my opinion. And I tell you what, going back to the transparency in the JFF, with regards to athletes, maybe going forward, we're generalizing, but could athletes, if they could find a way to connect and be able to explain certain things about performances. When Shakari came dead last in that famous run, people wanted to know what a gone. It's reasonable. Is it a case that we just simply are not meant to know?
I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened.
One. I wouldn't say it's a weakness on her part. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what happened in the race tomorrow in a video.
No problem. Respect.
So look out for it.
So you're going to be communicating. You're going to be transparent. You're going to give us an explanation.
Go on.
I like that. And that's all I'm asking for. I don't think it's a weakness. I think we want the best for her. We want the best for athletes to perform. When they don't perform, they're on the public stage. We want to know Wagwan, with all due respect. If it's something that is private, I respect that as well. But Brianna is in the public eye, and
that is true. But
it's an interesting scenario.
You see,
that's
Richard,
what I'm saying. We wish her the best.
And it's a duty of the journalists to do their jobs. Because an athlete who performs badly might have a bad start in a race and didn't execute well. You think she's gonna come out, or he's gonna come out and say, go on an Instagram live and say, I had a bad race and this was because it happened and so forth. The journalist duty to go link the athlete and find out what go on and can report back to the public. So you cannot use the JFF as brain drain. So you're blaming JFF is blaming for Brianna slow progress. I told you, Richard, you cannot use that analogy. You still come and use it. One is an organization, one is an athlete. You can't use it. Even though you say it's general, you still can't use it. Because it kind of apples and oranges.
Yeah, but both of them are fruits. But we're not gonna beat that one down. Both of them are fruits, but we're not gonna beat that one down. No problem. I put it to you that the thing they have in common is communication. But you made a good point that journalists can ask the question of an athlete or an organization or an individual, a coach, a manager, and it's for them to offer an answer. But track and field generally is looking very, very hot. It's going to be a very, very interesting World Championships in Eugene. Prefontaine was a tasty event. Oh, Michael Norman, before I forget, Brain Drain, Michael Norman, CD. Did you notice the look on Michael Norman's face as he ran that race and crossed the line?
You look pleased, but that still doesn't tell me anything.
Well, I'm asking you, could you go further? He looked pleased. That wouldn't be the word I used. I think he looked satisfied, but I'm hesitating with that word satisfied. I put it to you that he's heard, maybe had enough of hearing, and maybe the penny's sunk and dropped as far as he's concerned, that he needs to set the record straight. He needs to let his talent do justice to what God has given him. And I put it to you that he knows that he needs to come up.
And, of course, I believe
produce.
He knows. I agree with you, but believing is good. But you would know that faith without work is dead. So he has to go on the track and compete in 3 rounds, 1 inclusive of the final. So, he have to make it up in our mind first, yes? Then he have to go deliver upon the track. Has he delivered? I have not seen it. This could be his year, like I said earlier, home advantage. Or the home pressure could get to him. Because you have some athletes can't work with the pressure from the yard, them, you know. So, definitely, he still has to go on the track and produce whatever in our mind, however in face look, however satisfied he is. Show him upon the track, virgin. And he has not done that today.
Michael, my advice, if you were to hear me, if this video is shared, liked, and subscribed to in America, I would say to you, unto your own self, be true. CD is putting it to you that you have not, quote unquote, achieved, reached the promised land. I would ask CD, what is this promised land?
Winning.
From the horse's mouth,
Listen to
proverbially
me.
speaking.
Listen to me. Asafa Powell, which you mentioned earlier, was an excellent sprinter. He is an excellent sprinter. But what was his downfall? What did the public wanted from him? With his physical acumen, with his sprinting feet,
Attributes.
he should have at least won a global title. At least one. And that the people might judge him for. So Michael Norman could have run 35, 40, 50, 55, 60 43s and don't win a title. He might go down like a surfer. And that the people they want to see you win at a global meet. I saw the track and field fans them stay. So if you don't know Richard, let me tell you now. The track and field fans them, they want to see you run fast, you know. But win one, they rather come after you win and attack so you could have run faster. But you have a title to show them. But just a run fast and not no title. And that them beat us off with it. You know? So Norman has to win something, boss man. I think this year, if him not do it, him not gonna have many friends. If him win a medal now, it might be a different thing. Yeah.
Is this your version of backtracking? Will you admit that you're doing a form?
Never.
You won't admit it, but it could be taking place.
You're right. You're right. A long epistle, and then you PS it. So you know what I'm talking about, sir. So don't use my PS as a means of backtracking, sir. Okay?
You sure it's PS? You sure it's PS you're referring to? You sure that P is not a anywhere? Listen. All right, look here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There are levels to this thing, and I'm glad that you pointed out. It's an interesting, actually. It's an interesting thesis or approach, attitude, philosophy that you're using regards to track and field fans. The win or bust scenario, and then I thought you were backtracking by saying if you don't win, then medal. If you don't win, gold, drop a silver, drop a bronze. You can do that. Yeah, man.
Remember, only Olympics you have in football that they get bronze, silver, and gold here. So don't try like you want to say, oh, me not say that over there, so. You see who over your head, don't watch the smile, you know. And watch your head back. You see who they behind you, be yourself.
Wait. I mean, you talk to, innit?
Be careful. You're being watched. Somebody there behind you. All right.
What a great athlete. Now, look here. Michael Norman, were he not to be able to overcome the likes of Steve Gardner, a great athlete in his own right, you've said without a global title, him not really say it.
Him not say it.
But if he gets a silver behind the great
the
Steve
pressure
Gardner,
would come off him.
The pressure would come off him.
Yeah.
And would he receive some respect for a battling performance? I'm asking the question because the 400 meters is going to be hot. There's going to be names that we've not mentioned. It's
going to be hot. And
yeah, man, they're going to be dropping. Event. Yeah, man, Karani James, they're going to be dropping some hot times. It's not an easy something. And I don't want to put undue pressure on a Michael Norman, but he's got to do justice. He's got to do himself justice. Real talk.
You know why he's under pressure?
Go ahead.
He has been running fast.
Real talk.
That's why you're under pressure, you know. When you run fast, you're under pressure.
And he'll know that. And I think this run, I think
so I say no more.
But you saw what he did to that world-class field. You saw what he did to that world-class field. I think he saw that run, saw the margin of victory he achieved on the same track that the World Championships are going to be run on, And I think, watch this space, once he's fully fit, he will take that Prefontaine meeting, lock it and dock it, store it, make it marinate in his head. And that's what I would say as a coach. Let that victory marinate and double up on it. Double up on it, because you're going to have to do 1, 2, 3. Run your best race in the last race. But let the first round, semi-final and final, be races that you can be proud of. Run them smartly and leave it on the track. I think you're going to see Michael Norman medal. Remember where you heard it first.
Yeah, and I have no thing to oppose that sort of argument. He will be on top of the world if he wins.
Stellar talent.
If he medals, a little bit of pressure will be off him. If he doesn't medal, oh my God, oh God, oh God. Big up Buddhism, big up yourself, welcome.
Yellow Buddhism. Yellow.
So Christ, most records will be broken. Titles stay with the athletes.
Beautiful point. I think Michael Norman.
He's just agreeing with what I said, Richard. So you didn't say mine was a beautiful point, I'm just letting you know.
I've got to be careful. I don't want to use those particular words with regards to your good self. I don't want to go there, but full respect. There were levels, because all right, watch out. Let me see if you can be as candid and as frank. Can you call a spade a spade? In Rich Post Sports, I dropped a short where I asked the fans, viewers, and subscribers, what is their sports media preference? Do they like the bag of and heaps of hypocrisy? Do they like dollops of diplomacy? Or do they like people to be frank and tell it as it is? What's your sporting preference, viewers and subscribers to Coach's Desk? CD, I'm putting it to you with regards, for the last time on this occasion, with regards to a Brianna Williams. What are your expectations and what do you consider a successful trials championships and world championships?
For who? Her?
Yes. It's not gospel. I'm just asking for your opinion, what you feel.
I mean, that one is difficult, you see, because I'm going to look through. I'm not going to just look through the lens of a Jamaican fan, of the sport.
Go ahead.
I will also look through the lens. Just fix my light a little bit. I will certainly be also looking through the...
You're looking angelic. Go ahead.
Through the lens of a coach. And if she and her coach would have probably made certain plans and certain goals for the season, which I don't know. But for me, I would say making the team to begin with. And making the team is broad there. Because it could be running an individual event or it could be running on the 4x100 meter relays. Right?
Do not adjust your sets, viewers and subscribers. Do not adjust your sets. Coach CD, the diploma and diplomat 2021.
No, man, we're going past diploma already, man.
Ambassador.
No, but in truth and in fact, if she makes a team, I think that would be one of the season achievement. Whether it be running an individual event, I am certain that she would want to make it running the individual event. That would be the goal. But as it stands, I mean, it's gonna be very difficult, and that is gonna show where she's really at when she line up with this strong Jamaican female sprinting cohort. Trust me, she have to go run. So I am not going to giddy up over to Eugene as yet until she does what she has to do at Independence Park on that blue chevron. I rest my case.
Waxing lyrical, proverbially speaking.
I know you're alone in the youth.
Yeah. Then you not tell me already. You not tell me
Tell
already.
ya.
You still wait. Me still have one book reserved for you. You know, A Maze of Reason. It's waiting. They're going
Yeah,
fast.
man.
3 more selling at the weekend. Your one is still waiting,
All
stored,
right, so
ready
that
for that
sounds
one.
good.
No problem. Natoya Goule.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say something maybe controversial.
Go ahead.
Goule not ready for the world championships. She not ready.
You're saying she's not ready?
She not ready for a medal. She not ready for the medal push. I don't think she's got the attributes mentally or physically to get the job done. If she medals, I will be, get me now, get me. I'll be the first to stand, salute, applaud, and say, big up. She'll get some of the biggest cheers. You might hear my cheers and shouts of joy from across the Atlantic coming right into your studio if she finds herself on the 800-meter podium at the World Championships. Trust me, there's no slight on her. She has got world-class runners simply better than her, better equipped mentally and physically to get the job done. Shouldn't already. What is a fly?
You mean
What
something
kind of
like
flying
that?
saucer? What
What kind of flying saucer you talk about? At least we are gonna beat when the World Championship start. You know, see a pot cover, Bridget. Yeah. What the Richard? You say you come celebrate, so I show you where you're gonna use the pot cover.
Oh, I will definitely draw for it.
Infamous.
Yeah, oh, you mean? I definitely draw for the pot cover. Should she podium? Alas, I think that the Cofoot and Oxtail will be safely simmering with the pot cover on top of the pot. What say you?
I mean, I believe, as always, her execution is what is or has been her downfall to date for that medal to be eluding her for a while. I mean, even if you look at the last year's Olympic Games, I think she was right there, but she basically she gonna run some of the race. You understand? So
Big
if
time.
she can strategize her own race and stick to that game plan, I believe she can. But presently, she have got to work on it. But she can get it right if she run her own race and stop run more than 800 meters. That is my few cents to Natoya. But trust me, if she put her race plan together in that final and don't business board a thing, Keeley and Aji, those are the competitors, and put her race together nicely, she can go on the whole pot damage. She can damage a medal. She can damage a medal. But if she go run people race, She got end up in a fourth place. I look a rhyming me not draw this so still, but
You can draw away. I'm gonna catch it in the repeat. I'm gonna enjoy watching this show again. I was just casting my eye to the comment section. I saw Jahi saying, yes, Richard, you're correct. I also saw I see this one now. Yes, me just see this one here.
super chat. Yeah man, big up Rico. Man say you're crossing the line by dissing Miss Goule.
Interesting. You see, that's the one I'm looking at, and I'm glad you brought it up. Respect to Rika Hut. If you could explain what you mean, are you talking tongue in cheek? Are you being are you being ironical? Is it irony that you're throwing out there? I think that we've been pretty fair, but if you think that we've overstepped the mark, please expand. What do you think, and what's your expectations regarding Miss Gould? It'd be very interesting to see what happens. When you mentioned a little earlier, and you've repeated it again, CD, that you'd like Natoya to run 800 meters and not 805, 807, 810 meters. Technically speaking, by running wide of the inside track. The thing about the 800 meters, as I'm sure you know, is that there are several other ladies involved. There can be a lot of bumping, a lot of barging, and other runners are also seeking to run their own races. Other runners are seeking to run the races that other athletes are running. I can see the outstanding generational talent, Athin Mu, who withdrew. Still don't know the reason why. I've not heard the reason why, but she withdrew from the Prefontaine Classic event. She was one of the reasons I was going to tune in. When I saw she'd withdrew, I immediately said, this race is Keeley Hodgkinson. Keeley Hodgkinson is arguably Britain's finest athletes. They've only got a handful of top-class, world-class athletes who could be expected to push for a medal.
She's going to cause some problems, you know.
Oh, she's outstanding. She knows her talent.
Mm-hmm.
She likes winning. She's got the ability to win. It was a dominant performance. What you saw there in Prefontaine, 157, decimated and destroyed one and beat the other rivals comfortably. Athin Mo is well aware, though, of Keeley, and I think that she's just simply faster, as smart, if not smarter, and more gifted at the 800 meters. She'll know what is expected of her. She knows what she expects of herself. And basically, Keeley can run 157. Athin can run a 156 if necessary, 155. I think she can simply go faster. Back to Miss Goule. Alas, when the gun goes, there are some athletes, namely the two we've just spoken about, who know that to beat the other, running fast from the get-go is the best race to run tactically wise. You get rid of the other opponents as well, and it's just simply down to your speed and endurance to get the job done. Goule is not going to be the only one who thinks that they can front run in their own race, because invariably they won't be ahead of Keeley and Athin Mu. There will be one or two that might feel we need to be as close to those two to get a medal. Some of them might feel they might have to be ahead, but it might be futile to try and out-kick and work stamina-wise those two athletes, because they've got the stamina. They've got plenty of stamina. That's not an issue. The others, that's where it comes in. The A.G. Wilsons, the Nakayas of Uganda, Raven Rogers. These athletes can run 158 with good effort, and Natoya is going to get caught up in that company. And alas, if she runs her race, oh, by the way, what is her race, CD? What is Goule's ideal race plan?
It's just to pace herself. It's just to pace herself. I mean, she wants to, obviously, she can give a decent first 400, because you want to stay there with the pack. But, I mean, she always go out to the front leading, and then when it comes off the last corner, the last 100 meter, she has nothing. So if she can get out there, stay with them in the first um 400 meters and just start to save for the final kick in the last 100 meters. So she needs to travel with them for that next 300 meters, which would make 700 meters. And then she needs to find that kick and that speed to race them coming in that last 100 meters. But it can't be a case where you're leading, and at the end of the day, 3-4 people running past you. So I think, and there could be many race strategies, Richard, because I see her strengths as one of her strengths as speed. So if she can convert some of that speed endurance so she can finish strong, then that would be good. Her weaknesses, she always get boxed up in the. That's why she really can probably finish. She get boxed up sometimes in the crowd. Can't get out for sprint. Some things always happen. Me think she run too over distance, but she needs to work on that last 100.
New beginnings there said she's always seemingly running out of breath. Even the Ugandans are meddling ahead of her. And I think the problem with that strategy and approach, CD, and maybe you could shed some light on this as a coach. I think Natoya has been over the years used to running a particular way. That's her preference. For her to change and employ different tactics, how long does it take to actually get that into your running DNA?
Yeah, you have to be running. You have to be trying those new tactics right short. So if she gets a few rounds before, it might can work for her as a professional athlete. Might take a while for youngsters, but yeah, get a few more races under her belt and try out those strategies in it. Of course, it can. It might bear fruit, but to, the world has been seeing it. She has no kick in the last part of her race.
Lactic acid. I mean, invariably in the 800, sometimes where it looks like people are accelerating and going away, in fact, it's the lactic acid, as far as I've understood, that actually results in it's the runner who's decelerating the least or the slowest that wins the race. So they're not going faster, but it's
That's why
obviously
speed
someone is going
endurance is
slower.
important.
Absolutely. I think that Natoya Goule is stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's a tough event, that 800 meters. I mean, athletics, track and field is tough, but 800, they're running at a lick at the best of times. And I fear that if Natoya decided to employ different tactics and in the race, fellow competitors realize she's employing different tactics, they run their own races. Some may run a race bearing in mind what Natoya is expected to do. They end up finishing ahead of her. She doesn't win a race or come second, employing different tactics. It may knock her confidence and she may simply say, I knew it. I should go back to doing what I know best. And hopefully that will work out. Trying and employing different tactics, it's too short a turnaround. I shouldn't have done it, or I've done it and look where it's got me. No further than I was before. That's what I fear. So, as I said, if Natoya somehow ends up on the podium, I mean, gold and silver, unless people are tripping over themselves, literally, unless New and Hodgkinson have shockers, Raven Rogers, Wilson, there's another Jimmy Reiki, another Scott. There's a several runners who can finish ahead of Goule. At her best, I can see it come a final, because you talk about speed endurance. I think the way she runs wholeheartedly. God bless her. She's a wholehearted runner, and I applaud and salute her for this tough event. But by the time you get to a final, if you're running 3 rounds, if it's a 3-rounder, if she can throw down a 158 after 3 rounds, I would be the first to applaud her. Unless all too often we've seen her blow up, proverbially speaking, and come in with a 201, coming in 8th, 9th, because she just doesn't have the energy and stamina, as I'm sure the viewers and subscribers can allude to. We've seen it time and time again. It's not an easy event. I salute her because she's one of the first Jamaican runners that has found relative success on the world stage at 800 meters. So I salute her.
Man,
Every time
definitely.
the 800 comes on, I'm looking out for Natoya. So she's flying the flag, and full respect, she's flying the flag, and we wish her all the very best in the trials, which I'm sure she'll win. If anyone can challenge her, more power. But she's our sole world-class 800-meter runner. Is there anything else on the agenda that is
Hold on, I hear Shireen said new coach that will break apart her strategy. At this time, for an athlete to change a coach, unless you have no choice. But at this juncture of the season, it's too difficult to change
I'd agree.
Coach right now.
I'd agree.
So, I mean, it's not like football or any other sport where just whatever. This is an individual sport. New coach, you have to learn the coach. And now if it speak a lot so you can understand each other, he has to understand her body. What she can just get up and go through a new regime on her and them thing. They just easy as how people think, Not that easy. At the beginning of the season, you might can take the risk, but not now.
I'm just seeing brain drains comment on the screen there. Brain drain are easy, and not easy until the last 50 meters. Brain drain, AI, yeah, dread. No, it's not easy. It's not easy. But there's a lot of championships taking part and over the next couple of years. Of course, you got the Olympics in Paris, you got the Commonwealth Games. So Natoya's got opportunities to medal. The Commonwealth Games, I'm sure, if I was her, I would enter. I'm sure she will enter the Commonwealth Games because she's got a great chance of medaling again. Keeley Hodgkinson, though he's going to be a present danger, as well as the African challenge. So it won't be easy. The Commonwealth have got some talented athletes, so it's tough no matter where she goes. So we wish her the best, but again, she's the sole Jamaican, number one Jamaican, clearly, who's flying the flag at that middle distance event, and we salute her.
Persons are reminding us about Kenya Sinclair.
Can we present some credentials, please? I almost said WHO ? But could we have some? Have you got any details on a personal best time, major achievement?
She came fourth at the Olympics for Jamaica once. It's not Kenya, is it Kenya Sinclair? I think it's, yeah. You want something there?
Sinclair.
You want some info on her?
I don't mind. Maybe I wasn't going to say she's a flash in the pan, but the name is vaguely familiar. But coming fourth is no small achievement. So congratulations to her, if indeed that's where she finished in one of the global events. But for consistency, I don't know. I mean, she's certainly not in my memory banks in the same manner as Goule is. We've had terrific runners in the past: Merlene Ottie's, Grace Jackson's. At the 200 and 100 events. So usually when a sprinter has made their mark, we can remember them. Veronica Campbell Brown, we can remember these runners because they've left a legacy. I can go back as far as the males. Ray Stewart wasn't a global winner, but represented at the highest level. So KS, yes, I'm saying I'm slightly missing the bronze. Respect, it's a tough event, and even to do that once, hats off to her. But for consistency, Goule is the best that we've had for consistency on a global on a global level. But more power, they're few and far between. So thanks for bringing that to our attention. Wish her well.
Look on the screen there, Richard.
Is this okay? World indoor silver medalist, Olympic Games finalist, World Championship finalist once, and 3 times a Diamond League meeting winner. Okay, this is for what's this lady's name? Simpson?
Kenya Sinclair.
Kenya Sinclair. Oh, there she is. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Kenya Sinclair. Okay. Respect. Kenya Sinclair. I will pay note. In fact, I might go into YouTube and check out some of her runs. I may do a little compare and contrast. Does anyone think who's familiar with her? Is she superior to Goule? Who would you put as the number one, Jamaica's number one best ever 800 meters female runner? We've certainly not had any 800-meter runners on the global stage. Anyway, I enjoyed watching the boys and girls champs. That was interesting, and watching the performances of the males as well as the females at 800. Very competitive, though the times aren't world class. So it was very interesting watching. Is there a reason, CD, why we don't have any male 800-meter world class runners?
I think persons are in Jamaica are kind of, glued to the Blue Ribbon event, the glamour event, the 100 meter. So, I mean, persons tend to not go there because they think there's no limelight in those events. But I think there's a paradigm shift that is taking place with Navasky and a few others that are, coming to the fore. But it's just to get persons to believe. Because if you have 400-meter runners, that's not cutting it, They can try their hand at the 800 meters. Sherry Sherwood, coach, what happened to Shutter? Shutter is brain drain. That name that you're seeing on the screen, he changed his name to brain drain. It's not Keno Sinclair, it's Kenya. That's how it's pronounced. Beyonce, big up yourself. Shutter was a great man, hero, legend. Yeah, man, I see him person, them, man. He does change him name. He said it's not good for marketing to have the name Shutter. Boy, the man was a legend. Hey, brain drain. You know, so she find out and say you was sick or you are sick. No legend. Sherina say you're sick, Shutter. I mean, I see Faith Love is saying that Shawnee Miller Weber is pregnant.
That me just
The
penny
third
just
time you
now.
put it in, Faith Love. I've been ignoring it, but you're very persistent.
Does that
What's the
carry?
source of your information?
Right, I was
Oh,
gonna say, watch ya,
oh, one,
watch ya.
one, one link. Watch I know. All right, me find out. Don't worry your head. No worry your head.
Digging into some research, news to me, interesting. Could explain a couple of unusual results, if that was the case and breaking news. But at the moment, good people, speculation. Uh, According to Faith Love, Shawnee Miller Huibo. I'll say no more for the time being. I'll say no more for the time being.
Hey, brain drain. Brain drain is one confident AI, The
What
man
you mean?
said, context coach, sick can mean awesome. Uh,
Spot on. That's the lingo going, you know. Same way going. Same way going. Did you clarify, by the way, for the men's 100 meters? Is there an out and out favorite for that?
Trayvon Bromell, I think.
Good shout. I hesitate because I'm still not sure of his. Here's that back to that word, mental strength. I know he's a believer. He seems like a believer, very religious minded. He came into the Olympic Games, of course, as arguably the favorite, is particularly in light of Christian Coleman's absence, and we saw that he crashed and burned in the World Championships. I don't think he made the final, as Marcel Jacobs shook up the world, and won gold in that event. So Trayvon, fine victory. Not a stellar time. Christian Coleman doesn't look the same Christian Coleman as of years gone by, but he's still relatively young. He's still early into his campaign, and of course they've got the US trials to come. So once there's no jumping the gun, we'll see and be a little more wiser and have a little bit more insight into if Trayvon indeed should be labeled the favorite. It's going to be pressure. Look out for a dark horse, Andre DeGrasse, Canada. This guy is a championship performer. Man's running some 10.1 something change. Doesn't look like he's pulling up any trees, but come the big occasion, got to respect that guy. The Kenyan Omanyala, he's going to be, and of course our very own Oblique, my lord, hey, Glenn Mills and Oblique Seville. That run, is Oblique obliged to make the World Championships and be a factor in a race for the medals, CD? Or is that way too much pressure?
It's possible, but you would want to put so much pressure on him. But Glenn Mills has done it again. He had the tallest, no one of the shortest. So, I mean, you never know. But the youngster is very fluid in his sprinting. He look ominous. He even though there are some stuff to brush up on, because I think the latter parts of his race, there's from what I've seen, I see there's a little stop and go. So if he runs right through, I mean, he will be dangerous.
I agree 100%.
Faith Love asks about, Faith Love, you telling us that big breaking news, and now you asking us about Johan Francis. Oh my word. That one should be on the on your lips rolling off. I mean, Johan Francis run at a track meet in Puerto Rico. He ran a personal season best, 45 mid. I think it's 45.53 run. So I mean, his team is saying that they are getting him ready for trials. He should be ready for trials, and they believe that he is able to make that team. So look out for Johan Francis.
That's a blast from the past, as far as I'm concerned. From London, England. That's a blast from the past. Is this? Let me just get it clear now. Is that the same Johan Francis who was a superior, phenomenal relay runner?
Him, same one.
Wow. I tell you, he brought a smile to the face. Wow. There are some runners. Britain had a guy called Phil Brown. Britain also had Chris Akabusi, the 400 meter and then hurdler runner over 400 who you give them a baton in the hand and they're
No, but yeah, that is true. True, Richard. You have some athletes, whether it's 4x1 or 4x4, put a baton in their hand, and trust me, different, different, different athlete.
Can you explain that? Is it possible to explain that? I was stuck and nonplussed. As I said,
I
Francis
don't
was
think I'm able to explain that phenomena, but I mean, I think it gives them a boost. It gives them a drive to know that you might get a head start in the race. You're not running from zero except the first leg runner. So it it comes with an adrenaline rush, you know. So it gives some persons like supplegen. It boosts them up. So
the greyhound chasing the hare. It's a very good point. I mean, I remember if Francis is chasing down, if someone is chasing down a runner, you can see, yeah, real top class performances, and it's just totally different from running in your own lane in the 400 meter, and the chance of running down an athlete not as high, but it's a fantastic sight. I must say, if Javon is running mid 45s on a world level, that's not anything to be writing home about. Are you expecting or looking for those kind of times, low 45s, to be sufficient to get to make the Jamaican team? And of course, is there a threshold, a time, a minimum requirement for a time to be run to actually be eligible to qualify for the World Championships?
I mean, I think the what is the qualifying time? 44 something like the A standard, But I mean, 45 low, Richard. That come like a season opener you talk about.
And some people can season open with, yeah, let's call it, let's be generous, a season
Yeah.
opener. Yeah, I'm
So
hoping for all the best. Can you remind the listeners and myself when the trials are? The
okay, the
JAA3.
national trials will be a joint trials. The junior and the seniors will be competing simultaneously, or simultaneously if you pronounce it that way. Anyways, um, so it will be June 23 to 26.
Gonna put that in
4
the
days
calendar.
of enthralling competition. So look out for that one.
June
Um,
23rd. June
yeah.
23rd, people. Get that in
So
your
lock it
diaries.
in on your calendars, because you can't afford to miss it. And if you miss it, of course, you'll be getting updates on the desk of Coach Minzy. Yeah, man. So I mean, Richard, we always intend to not take the track and field live over 2 hours, or a long stretch over 2 hours. So I think would have covered a whole lot in this stream.
I
Big up
think so.
yourself for joining us. Thank you very much.
You're
A
welcome.
review of the Prefontaine, talking about Shelly, Sha'Carri, and others who did exceptionally well. Yeah. So it's a good thing. We're looking forward to see our Jamaicans continue to perform on the track. Those other athletes from varied countries, I definitely look forward to see you perform as well, because I am a student of the sport. I watch all of them. You know what I mean? So when they get reviews from me, I don't want persons to say, every minute I talk about Sha'Carri, I give her a clout. She's indeed a good athlete. She's talented. Yeah, she has some stuff to work on, but that doesn't negate from the fact that she's talented. So once she's running, now we can talk about it. Of course we will. You know? So big up to people who continue to support coaches. As Brain, big up yourself, big up to the ladies, Joan Clark and others. Um, just about everyone. Big up yourself. It was a pleasure being here. And before we go, we're just gonna ask Richard to give his final thoughts before we exit. the stage.
Well, I like the segue, CD. I would like to take the opportunity to big up three athletes who have dropped and delivered performances absolutely noteworthy. And I salute Elaine Thompson Hera. Man, we should not underestimate, and we should not recognize greatness when we see it, and not recognize outstanding talent and take it for granted. She is a pleasure to watch, and to see her managing an Achilles niggle or injury, a dislocated shoulder. She mentioned the word Achilles recently, and I remembered when she ran and came, I think it was fourth behind Dina Asher, getting the silver behind Shelly-Ann, I believe that was. And to see the sight of an Elaine Thompson Hera not meddling, running fast, but we know she was much capable of much more. It's been a delight to see her on her upwards trajectory. So I salute Elaine, who is managing her season very, very well. She is a pleasure. Femke Bol, there was an Ostrava Spike meeting in Europe, and Femke Bol from Holland ran a world best 36 point something to be the fastest 300-meter hurdles runner in an event, the 400-meter hurdles, where Daila Mohammed and Sydney McLaughlin are two outstanding generational talents.
By the way, Sydney is married now. I hope that doesn't strain her training.
When did she get married? Recently?
Yeah, recently.
Congratulations, Sydney. She's a delightful, very attractive, pretty lady, and very talented. Yes. Will that affect her, or will that motivate her? Will that concentrate her mind? I'm sure her husband is aware that her bread and butter is track and field, and she's gonna have plenty on her hands in the shape of Femke Bol.
Big land butter. What kind of bread are talking about?
Have mercy. I think this King Easy. There's going to be plenty to deal with this bagel situation. So, yeah, be careful how you're spreading, and yeah, give thanks, and congratulations again on your recent wedding. I wish you all the best. And Faith Kipyegon represents the final trio of performance and athletes I'd like to make mention of. Faith Kipyegon of Kenya, 1,500 meters runner, capable of running a fast 800 meters. She threw down a wonderful performance. 3:52 for 1,500 meters, obliterated a field. I believe Britain's Laura Muir. I was confused as where she finished. Was it 8th or 9th? I heard 11th. I mean, that's one of Britain's finest hopes. She was a bronze medal winner. Again, we don't know what happened to her. Maybe it was just an off day, a bad day at the office. But Faith Kipyegon, absolutely outstanding. Sifan Hassan will have a lot of work, and all the other athletes to catch her. A phenomenal runner, and really proud of her. And if I'm not mistaken, she's also a mother. Yes, just like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Hip, hip. Oh, yes. So she is a ringing endorsement and testimony that there is life. Life, yes, sir. There's life after being a single. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I forget my groove on. Can you dance, CD? Can you dance? Can you dance, CD? That's the first time I've ever asked you. You can drop two move, or you handle yourself in the on the dance floor. Or do you frequent these establishments, or you're dancing?
We can't help yourself, man. We can't help yourself.
You can help yourself. Respect, sir. All right. Well, help yourself to a finale, sir. It's been a pleasure. Those athletes, I salute. Outstanding performance, and there's going to be plenty more. Keep your eyes on Coach's Desk, and of course, Rich Poe Sports for short, for the time being anyway, short social and sporting conversation, reasoning, and questions. Rich Poe Sports. Remember where you're headed for us. CD, big up yourself.
Yeah, man, big
Have
up
you got
yourself.
some closing comments?
Yeah, man, we just say thanks to all the people who came out tonight just to listen to us, share our knowledge on the track and field aspect of sports. Yeah, man, big up to every single person. The silent deskers, those are the persons who watch and don't comment. They just you know, take in the information. You know what I mean? Big up to the persons in UK, in South Africa, in North America, South America, the Caribbean, all the persons who have tuned into the coach's desk this evening to watch. From track side, where we spoke about the athletics development coming up to Jamaica trials and the World Championship. People, stay safe. Continue to stay safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Until next time, peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.